Last time we discussed about introduction and conclusion, and today we are going to go back to the body part of the research. We are going to propose a structure for this body part, which would be first to give the situation of the issue, then the existing problems, then the proposed solution, and finally justification and also evaluation of our solution.
So is there the method to organize this? Is there any kind of universal structure for the body part?
There is. It is called SPSE structure.
Is that a background, problem, solution, and evaluation structure?
Yes, correct. S stands for situation, P for problem, the second S would be for solution, and the E for evaluation. The SPSE structure is as follows. First, we introduce the current situation, the status quo of the issue we are going to analyze. Then we highlight some problems that might be appearing or that have not been researched enough, that have not given an answer by other researchers. Then we propose our own solution. That can be a method, a new theory, whatever solution we can find. And then we have E for evaluation, which is when we test our solution, our proposal, and we validate it.
This structure seems very clear and useful, but sometimes a research may be dealing with a series of problems, and also new problems may occur during the evaluation or solution part. Maybe when evaluating one solution, and the researchers have to deal with new problems. So how can I describe that kind of situation?
Well, there is a variation of this SPSE structure. So we give out the solution, we find out the problems, we give out the situation, we highlight the problems, we give our solution, and when we are testing it, there are new problems that might appear, as you were saying. And so here we add a new step in this structure, which is the new problems, and these require new solutions, which they require a new evaluation.
I prefer this variation. I think this kind of situation happens more often in doing research. So first of all, the background information or the situation is clearly described, and the key problem is proposed and analyzed. Then we can describe the used solution and our problem-solving process. And finally, we should evaluate or do the justification of our research.
Yes. That's how any scientific research paper should be organized. Now, for example, you have written your research, your introduction, the introduction of your research, so you have outlined the situation, then what would be next?
I think maybe problem formulation. In this part, the problem should be clearly stated in terms of its formulation. For example, a situation that is linked to it and some related assumptions, I think.
Yes, that's it. That's how your body part of the research should be organized. You should clarify situation and problems, then introduce your solutions and the methods you are going to use, you are going to propose, and finally you must solve all the problems that might appear when you are researching and test them, of course, test your proposals.
In the problem-solving process, new problems may occur, then the researchers go back to solve the new problem.
Yes. And finally, so you want to evaluate your proposals. This is a part where you verify the validity of your research, and here you can apply your method to a real situation to test it, and also you can apply your theory to real situations and see if it works, if it's useful, if what you propose is useful to analyze these results. And that is when it works. That is when your research has something to propose that is useful.
That sounds a good way to gain other people's recognition.
Totally, it is.